Hi, this is Steve Caldwell. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a project file in Bome MIDI Translator Pro with device aliases so that the project can quickly be transferred and used in your BomeBox. The steps are fairly straightforward and shown here. First, you create the project file, then you upload the project file to BomeBox, and then finally go ahead and start it on BomeBox. Here's the project we'll be working with. First, we're going to take a MIDI controller and send out messages to the USB 1 into the BomeBox on channel 1. The BomeBox will translate those messages to channel 2 messages and send it out to the synthesizer located on the BomeBox DIN port. First, we create a new project and set up the aliases that we'll be using. The BomeBox uses USB 1 as its auto assignment, so we'll use that for the incoming with my MIDI controller. And then we need to open it up. Now on the outgoing alias, for development, I'll just set it for Bome MIDI Translator 1, but we'll call it BomeBox DIN, which is how it'll get assigned on the BomeBox. Now we'll go ahead and add the presets, and we'll add a couple of translators. We'll be adding one for note on messages and another for note off messages. For the incoming message, I'll just use the Capture MIDI feature of Bome MIDI Translator, and then I will modify the incoming message so that we'll capture any note. We'll assign the variable PP to the incoming note number, and then we'll use any velocity coming in, and we'll assign the variable QQ to that velocity. Let's make sure we've got it right. Now we'll go ahead and give the translator a name, note on. And now we go down to the outgoing and we'll set it up so that it's also a note on message. MIDI message note on channel. We're going to change the channel to channel 2. We'll use the same note number as we had coming in, which was the variable PP. And we'll use the same velocity that we had coming in, which is the variable QQ. So now I've set up note on messages to translate correctly. The easiest way to make the note off message is just to duplicate that translator and then change its name. And instead of a note on message coming in, it's going to be note off. And that's actually outgoing, and then coming in is also a note off. So now we have note on and note off messages both coming in on channel 1, and they're going to go out to channel 2. Now that we've tested to make sure it's working, we're going to go ahead and save the file. And now it's time to transfer the file. So we go to the BomeBox, we go to the page for MIDI Translator where there's no project loaded currently. We are going to go ahead and choose a file from the PC, which is down at the bottom here. And the file that we saved is here, so we just click on that, click on Open, and then click on Upload Project File. Once the project file is uploaded, then all you need to do is select it. And once you've selected, I'll just make sure that everything looks right, and we've got our MIDI ports open that we're using. So you can see USB 1 is the MIDI keyboard that I have, and then down below the BomeBox DIN is the synthesizer for output. I think it's important to note that the BomeBox automatically assigns connections as shown in the diagram here. The USB ports are just numbered 1 through whatever number you have connected. Same with the network ports. Whatever is available are just numbered sequentially. And then finally the BomeBox DIN, which is not really an alias, is always assigned the name BomeBox DIN. So here's another thing you might find useful. If I hadn't used the BomeBox names, I could also just create my own names, such as my input device and my output device. Of course, I need to open them as well to create the default ports. So I could have done this instead of the other way. And then BomeBox would not assign an alias to them, but you could do that after you upload the file. I'll show you what it'll look like in just a minute. Here I've uploaded the modified project file, and you note when I select it, it'll ask me to assign MIDI ports. So I'll manually go through and assign the MIDI ports to the aliases I set up. And this is a good way to be able to share projects among people. Now, once you assign these aliases and save them, they'll be remembered by the BomeBox, so you only really need to do this once. Thank you for watching today, and if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach us at www.bome.com.